Please be seated. Let's salute the bagpipers one more time. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jerry Crawford, class of 1971, and it's my privilege to serve as the Macalester College Board of Trustees Chair. On behalf of the board, we'd like to extend a special welcome to our honored guests, to members of our faculty, to parents, families, friends, and especially the class of 2018 for Macalester's 129th commencement. Macalester's graduating class today features students from 41 states, from 32 countries, as Macalester continues to extend its reach around the country and around the globe. A special thanks today to the parents and grandparents who are here. Thank you for entrusting your children to us for the past 4 years. It has been a genuine pleasure to have them here, and we can't wait to see what they do to go out and change the world. To begin our program today, please welcome the Reverend Kelly Stone, Macalester Chaplain, to give the invocation.
Graduates, friends, family, and guests, won't you all, in your many and various ways, pause with me for a moment of prayer. Source of being, who is known by many names, who reaches from one end of the earth to the other, ordering all things well. The seasons of life call us to gather and to scatter. This day, our arms are not wide enough to gather all who have been companions on the journey. So we bid you to stretch our hearts, that we might recall friends and family who began this journey with us and whose presence is missed dearly this day. We call to memory especially beloved classmate, Jess Mendez. Yes, love and loss have been known here, and we hold them both this day tenderly. We hold also tenderly our gratitude for the families who have poured love, laughter, and tears into these graduates, the faculty who have wondered and discovered with these students, the staff who have made space for experiences of wholeness. And we, in turn, are grateful for the beauty, promise, and hope we see in each of our graduates' faces. So we gather, but we also call our graduates this day to scatter. And so scatter them well, gracious one. Scatter them where the world's needs call out for justice. Scatter them where their hands and hearts are needed. Scatter them equipped with courage that shows up in just the right moment. And our hearts will be full, and the pain of this goodbye, this day, diminished. Holy One, hold us in the promise that you have ordered all things well, and there will be a season where you call us to gather again. Never as you have gathered us this day, but always as you have gathered the human family before, in the presence of dear ones who once were strangers and now are kin. We are held in deep gratitude for all that has been, all that will be, and all that this day holds. Amen.
Now please rise and join with the graduating members of the Macalester Choir as they lead us in the Star-Spangled Banner.
and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
When I first sat down to compose these remarks, it was early April, and there were 3 inches of snow on the ground, and my coffee was cold, and I thought, no, you'd better wait, or you'll write something and it will just plain depress 4,000 people at commencement. So 2 weeks later, I tried again in the second half of April, and there was a foot of snow on the ground. And my coffee was cold, and I thought, okay, turn it all into an inspirational metaphor. Maybe something about shoots of hope through the icy crust of despair, or life finds a way. But then I realized I was beginning to quote from Jurassic Park, and that seemed more than a little desperate. And then I learned that Miana Kerr was chosen as student commencement speaker. See, this makes my point. While I am very happy for Miana, I knew that she would be so articulate and cool and incisive that anything I said would seem, by comparison, insipid, and probably be forgotten by most in attendance by the time we began handing out degrees. Not to mention Fred Swaniker. The man gives TED Talks and happens to be friends with both Kofi Annan and Denai Guerrera. So then I thought I'd look back on my previous commencement remarks. I've done this 14 times before, to see if I could be reminded of a powerful quotation or productively steal from myself. I discovered that I've spoken about empathy, freedom, empathy, uncertainty, leadership, civility, social media, kindness, empathy, and Mary Tyler Moore, who, in the guise of Mary Richards, you'll have to admit, was pretty much the embodiment of empathy. I've quoted Keats, Shelley, Jefferson, Dickens, Austen, Heisenberg, T.S. Eliot, Yeats, Stephen Carter, John McEnroe, Lincoln, Kurt Vonnegut, Lou Grant, and George Costanza. I am not, I decided, doing empathy again. These students, you, have probably heard me speak about empathy at a spring sampler or matriculation welcome or First Thursday, and by this point are thoroughly familiar with and possibly a little weary of my views on the subject. In other words, I put myself in your place and determined that, in all likelihood, you didn't want to hear it. Which strikes me, I would note, as a pretty darn empathetic thing to do. Finally, I realized that the fundamental problem was not with my choice of topic, but with the genre of the commencement address itself, which is intended to be a dispensation of advice at a time when, I am guessing, about the last thing you desire is more advice. Do you really need a guy who's referred to on campus by the same initials as a watery hipster beer? Do you really need that guy telling you how to live your life? Do I want to be the equivalent of that uncle at your graduation party who keeps telling you to keep your options open? Generally, this advice is accompanied by a quote. In extreme circumstances, the quote is from Dr. Seuss or Annie. I say no. I rebel against the limits of the form, and I decline to tell you to take risks, learn from every job, save for a rainy day, do unto others, etc. Except, there's one thing. Don't be an, wait. This is a commencement, and there are children and grandmothers in attendance, and I cannot be profane. So I will rephrase. Don't be a jerk. Jerk is not a precise substitute for the word I have in mind, but it will have to suffice at this moment of high seriousness. What is a jerk? Philosopher Aaron James, here comes the quote, defines a jerk as, quote, someone who systematically allows himself special advantages in cooperative life out of an entrenched sense of entitlement that immunizes him against the complaints of other people. That is how philosophers sound. In non-philosopher talk, the jerk believes he's better than you, isn't shy about letting you know it, and doesn't care if you don't like it. I would make one addition to James's definition. The true jerk, the quintessential jerk, is unable to laugh at himself. Sad. To paraphrase Jane Austen, it is a truth universally acknowledged that someone who can't laugh at himself probably takes excessive pleasure in laughing at others. There might come a time in your life when you face a defining choice. Do I want to be a jerk and get something shiny and attractive, money, power, status, fame, or do I want to be a different, better kind of person? When that moment comes, I know you will make the right choice. Treat others well. Be humble, laugh at yourself, it'll feel good, and it'll make you be good. And always remember, the sun will come out tomorrow, and then, oh, the places you'll go. Now, before I introduce our student commencement speaker, I have to, in front of this very large crowd, make a confession. About a month ago, in the depths of my despair, when April was actually behaving like February, I made what many people would consider a very foolish wager. I bet that on commencement day, there would be snow on Macalester property. I made that bet with our distinguished Vice President for Student Affairs, Donna Lee. And I made that bet with our commencement speaker, Miana Kerr. I think it's fair to say that over the last couple of weeks, and I don't think this is too strong a word, they have been taunting me about that bet. So here's what I have to say about that bet. This is snow. Collected in my backyard and frozen. This, as far as I know, is Macalester property. Boom. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you your senior speaker. Miana has majored in anthropology Chinese, is from Mableton, Georgia. Please welcome Miana Kerr, class of 2018.
Thank you all. First of all, that's cheating, and we don't teach that here at Macalester. So I'll collect my prize after the ceremony. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, Macalester class of 2018. Good afternoon, yes. And welcome to our families and friends that have come from near and far to celebrate here with us today. Welcome to Macalester College. And before I get started, I would also like to take a moment and acknowledge our loved ones that couldn't be here with us today. To my fellow classmates, we've done it. Congratulations. The time that we spent studying, attending classes, practices, rehearsals, organizing, and learning has culminated in these diplomas. And I was told that they're worth about $280,000. So use them well. Once again, congratulations. My name is Miana Kerr, and I am incredibly fortunate to be a member of this class. And so I would also like to take a minute to brag about you all. And because they don't know maybe, so here we go. So did you all know that a member of Macalester's class of 2018 has written and published articles on the importance of self-care, especially when balancing the need for revolutionary change, 8 hours of sleep, academic coursework, and a social life? Did you know that? That's hard to do. Were you also aware that folks in this class have spent their time combining scientific research of autism with community advocacy to call for proper support and care in these communities? I even know a person in this class who has collaborated with Indigenous communities in the Amazon to address issues of belonging and unity while also researching Indigenous women's resistance. Class of 2018, we have done some incredible things, but we must also recognize that we would not have been able to do so if not for the people in our lives. And so to our families and parents, I would like to thank you all for putting up with us, first of all, and to thank you all for helping to craft us into the strong-minded individuals that we are today. To our professors, thank you all for taking the time to cultivate a love of learning, academic integrity, and for constantly igniting our curiosities and pushing us to not only find answers to questions, but to also ask more questions. To staff members, thank you for your guidance outside of the classroom and for encouraging us to pursue our academic and non-academic interests alike. And so once again, thank you to each and every one of you for helping shape us into the individuals that we are today. And so after hearing all of this, did you all realize just how many exceptional people are here? To be honest, I had to do a bit of research myself because I don't know all of you. And that's okay, because there's a chance that you all don't know everyone here either. Feel free to nod or laugh awkwardly if that applies. But I believe that in the grand scheme of things, that I know someone that you know, like maybe this guy over here, I don't know. And so, as we go through the weekend, please take time to meet with and speak to the people around you. Because recently, I've been thinking about what causes us to know some people and to not know others. I've been thinking a lot about community. During my 4 years at Macalester, I've learned 3 things about community. The first is that you are never alone, which means that you can always ask for help. And because I'm rather stubborn, and my parents can attest to this, it took me a while to learn that I am surrounded by many individuals with a vested interest in my well-being. I am surrounded by elders, like my parents and grandparents, who are always willing to provide advice. I am surrounded by my peers, who are always there to remind me that the assignments will get done, and that I should sleep. I'm surrounded by younger people like my brother and sister, who remind me that I must keep blazing this trail ahead, not just for myself, but for them as well. I am surrounded by people who are always willing to provide a shoulder to lean on, and usually food. The second one's important because I'm still growing, you know, I'm in college, so. So my family, my friends, and my peers, these people are a part of my community. The second thing that I've learned about community is that community requires constant effort for its construction and for its maintenance. This means that the amount of effort that I put into it determines the amount of reward that I get back. In the fall, Angela Davis spoke at Macalester and said, "There is no natural community. That is a misconception. Community building is a perpetual activity." And I completely agree. The third and final thing about community that I have learned is that communities, like people, are dynamic and therefore constantly changing. I personally believe that individuals are in our lives for the exact amount of time that they are meant to be there. And so what matters right now is that most of us chose to be at Macalester, where we pursued majors and minors and concentrations, found hobbies, fallen in and out of love, and in doing so, we had to make choices about where and how we spent our time. I've been lucky enough to take classes in departments that I was unfamiliar with, to sign up for 20 different clubs and only show up to 3 of them, and to host the Black History Month talent show that happens every year. Yeah, woo, go ahead. But what has been constant throughout my journey, it's that I've had the chance to create, discover, and maintain different communities here at 1600 Grand Avenue, here in St. Paul, Minnesota, here at Macalester College, and here with all of you. And so please, if you remember nothing else, please remember that I, we, you, are each a member of Macalester community. And there will always be people here that care about you, regardless of where we end up in the world. And that most importantly, this community needs you to give back to it in order to help those who come after you. I know I'm not just talking about money, so don't give me that look yet. But I'm asking you to put in effort to keep improving this community, because who can imagine doing this alone? And so thank you all for your time today. Thank you to our parents, family members, and friends. And congratulations to us, Macalester's class of 2018. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to present an honorary doctoral degree to Fred Swaniker, Macalester class of 1999. Fred, who is also our commencement speaker, is the founder and executive chairman of the African Leadership Academy. Fred, we're delighted to welcome you back to campus. Provost Mo will join me in bestowing this degree. Fred Swaniker, Macalester alumnus, visionary entrepreneur, shaper of destinies, a living embodiment of the hashtag Do Hard Things. You are a champion of resisting and reimagining the way things have always been done. Born in Ghana, by age 18, you had already lived in 3 other African countries and were the principal of a school in Botswana run by your mother. At Macalester, you were an RA in Dupré Hall, a member of the Africa Student Organization, and an economics student described by your professors as charming, gifted, and exceptionally curious. Your honors thesis argued that a group of countries in Africa, which you dubbed the African Lions, had the same potential for economic growth as the Asian tigers of the last century, and you explored what types of institutions and policies might put those African countries on the high-growth path. You were, as you would later challenge African students to do, discovering a mission, not just an academic major for your life. Before you graduated, you landed a job with McKinsey & Company at its first African office in Johannesburg, where you would help plan business strategies for CEOs from South African industries. The company later sent you to Stanford University, where you earned an MBA and were an R.J. Miller Scholar, an honor bestowed on students graduating at the top of their class. But you are now in the grip of a bold dream with a persistent question. What will it take to make Africa prosper? You had an answer and you had a vision. You left your job and founded the African Leadership Academy in Johannesburg, a 2-year coeducational boarding school for secondary students of every African country to educate Africa's next generation of leaders and entrepreneurs. Described yourself as a serial entrepreneur, you were just getting started. Next, you launched Global Leadership Adventures, a leadership development program with campuses around the globe. You were awarded Macalester's Young Alumni Award in 2009, and in 2010, you were one of 115 young leaders selected to meet then-President Obama at the first ever President's Forum for Young African Leaders. You were a TED Fellow, an Aspen Institute Global Leadership Network Fellow, named one of Africa's top 10 young power men by Forbes, and recognized by Echoing Green as one of the best emerging social entrepreneurs in the world. The transformation of Africa, you have said, is not a short-term project. In 2013, you founded the African Leadership University on Mauritius and opened a second campus in Rwanda 2 years later. The African Leadership Academy is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. Your aim is nothing less than to develop 3 million ethical and entrepreneurial African leaders by 2060 and to create a more prosperous and peaceful Africa. Today, we honor you for your deep and abiding love of Africa, for envisioning that a new model of leadership training and education for African students could transform your continent, and for your creative and unshakable drive in pursuing a long-term goal to its glorious end. We bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations, Fred.
Thank you. I had to pinch myself when President Rosenberg emailed asking me to be the commencement speaker this year. My first reaction was, this must be fake news. Someone has hacked President Rosenberg's email. But I decided to reply anyway, and to my surprise, it really was President Rosenberg on the other end. My next thought was, wow, the standards of Macalester really dropped. How can they ask me to be the graduation speaker when I just graduated from Mac a few years ago? And then it dawned on me, I've been gone from this place for 19 years. I'm the old guy now. But it feels like I left here just yesterday. So let me thank you, President Rosenberg, for your kind invitation, and for restoring my faith that email from the other side of the world can still be trusted. And thanks for making me feel like the old guy. Let me also thank all the trustees, faculty, and staff who make Macalester such a special place. I'm eternally grateful for the nurturing and challenging environment that you create. It's this environment that prepared me so well for the world that I would enter. To the class of 2018, let me say congratulations. You've made it to the end. All those late nights, eating Papa John's pizza, those wonderfully mild Minnesota winters, those end-of-term papers, that trauma of seeing naked people streaking, those pesky, demanding professors, those amazing friendships, those heartbreaks, and most importantly, those memories. You stuck it out to the end, despite the annoying bagpipes outside of your window as you're trying to sleep. Today, Class of 2018, I'd like to share 3 stories with you. Each story is linked to a wish that I have for you at this remarkable stage of your life. The first story is about making choices. I was born in Ghana, but grew up all over Africa and finished my high school years in Zimbabwe. I knew that the best universities in the world were in the United States. So I decided to apply to colleges in the US. But my family came from a middle-class background. Now, middle class in Africa doesn't mean the same as it means here. There's no white picket fence, no 2-car garage, no family dog. It simply means both your parents are employed, and you have a roof over your head, and 3 meals a day. So my parents said that they could afford to pay only $2,500 a year for me to go to college. So I bought the college handbook and wrote to every single university that listed their fees as $2,500 or less. I literally wrote to 200 universities and colleges. Back in those days, there was no internet. So you would write and ask for more information, and 4 weeks later, an envelope would arrive. I ended up writing to state schools like the University of Oklahoma. And when I'd receive the information, it would say, oh, you know the $2,000 that you saw in the college handbook? That's for in-state American students. For international students, it's $25,000. And we don't give financial aid. Letter after letter came like that. Eventually, I figured out that there was a small group of colleges, mostly the Ivy Leagues and the top 50 liberal arts colleges, that gave international students financial aid. I applied to 6 of them, got admitted to 5, and got enough financial aid to attend 3. Macalester College, University of Chicago, and Vassar College. After this arduous process, it now came time to choose. Everyone I asked for advice, from the school counselors to family members to representatives of the US Embassy, told me to choose University of Chicago or Vassar College. Those 2 schools had better rankings on the US News and World Report than Macalester did. The University of Chicago even sent me a letter telling me how lucky I was to have been admitted into a university that had 50 Nobel Prize winners on its faculty. In contrast, Macalester sent me a note telling me how lucky they were to have admitted someone like me. Jim Crowder, the director of international admissions, called me personally to congratulate me. Now, as I made my decision, I reflected on what my values were. What really mattered to me? Did I simply want prestige? Or did I want to go to a place that also wanted me? And where I would really feel at home, I realized it was the latter. If I was going to go to the other side of the world, I should go to a place where I know that I would really matter and where I'd really be taken care of. So I chose Mac. Looking back, it was absolutely the best decision. The mentorship and friendship with the faculty that were fully dedicated to teaching, the small but diverse community of students, was exactly what I needed to flourish. The point is this, class of 2018. When it comes to making the really big decisions in your life, many will try to impose their dreams on you. Many will try to impose their wishes on you. Resist the temptation to do what others want you to do. It's your life, not somebody else's. And you will live with the consequences of these decisions for the rest of your life. Speaking of decisions, a former professor of mine, John Morgridge, once shared that there are 5 big decisions that you make in life. The first is which college you go to. The second is your first job right after college. The third is the career you settle into, which often is different from the first job after college. The fourth is who you marry. And the fifth is where you live. You've already made the first big decision in coming to Mac. So you should pat yourselves on the back for having made the right decision, for at least gotten that first decision right. Now, many of you have probably made the second decision already. Some of you, I'm sure, have accepted your jobs. Now you have 3 more left to make. Your long-term career, who you'll marry, maybe you met someone here, and where you live. So as you make them, my wish to you is that you truly reflect on your values. Ask yourself, what really matters to you? Live life on your own terms and be guided by your deepest values as you make those key decisions. You won't regret it. The second story is about purpose. When I first arrived at Macalester, my first reaction was, who are these people? There were weird people with green and blue hair and nose rings, terrible fashion sense. I'd never met a group of people who were so quirky. But everyone had one thing in common: passion. Everyone cared. They cared immensely about social injustice, world peace, the environment, those less fortunate, and every other cause under the sun. One of my most vivid memories was when a group of students invaded the president's office and camped there for several weeks to protest the fact that Macalester's athletic gear was being manufactured in sweatshops. The President McPherson at the time couldn't get into his office for weeks. Eventually, the university put pressure on Nike and other manufacturers to change their practices, and the president was able to move back into his office. So President Rosenberg, I think you've had it easy. Macalester had a profound impact on me. It's really where I learned to care. It's where I learned what it means to be a leader. This passion for service that infected me. I got involved in community service, became an RA, a PA, and so many other activities. In my final year, I wrote an honors thesis looking at the changes that were taking place in Africa, and the fact that it was getting more prosperous and finally had the chance to become peaceful. I knew that I had to go back and play a role in making that change happen. It was that thesis that sowed the seed for what I would later go on to do, using education as a means of developing Africa's future leaders. I did this first by launching the African Leadership Academy, the African Leadership Network, and now the African Leadership University. These institutions have already developed thousands of leaders. One unique aspect of African Leadership University is that we're getting rid of all majors. Instead, we ask our students to declare a mission for their lives and to structure their learning not around predetermined academic majors, disciplines, but around big problems that they want to solve. These problems could be in healthcare, climate change, governance, education, gender inequality, and so forth. They then design their own tailored learning experiences around solving these problems. And we're rolling out these universities to develop 3 million passionate problem solvers who would transform Africa. Now, when I look back on why I shaped the university this way, it comes all the way back to Macalester. Mac showed me that those of us who are privileged enough to get education, to be healthy, and to have lived to this age, should not be solving small problems. We should be solving big problems for the world. And that's the only way that we can justify our privilege. So as you leave here, class of 2018, my wish for you is that you continue to love as much as you've loved at Mac. Fight as much as you fought at Mac. Choose to be bothered. Continue to give a damn about the world and its challenges. You received an academic major here, and now it's time to devote your life towards a mission. The third story is about horizons. It starts just after I finished my MBA at Stanford. Now, during the MBA, I'd written the business plan for the African Leadership Academy. Now, to kick off the project, I raised seed funding from a few friends and family. But within a few months, that money ran out. And for 2 years, I had no salary. I survived by sleeping on people's couches and living in their spare rooms. And I made sure that I scheduled a meeting at breakfast, a meeting at lunch, and a meeting at dinner. Usually the person I'd be dining with would offer to pay for the meal since they saw me as the starving entrepreneur. And then, of course, I'd make a fake protest. Really? No, you don't have to. If you insist. One of my most vivid memories at the time was when I went to New York on a fundraising trip. I took the train from downtown Manhattan across the river to New Jersey to meet a potential donor. The meeting didn't go so well. I didn't get the money. It was now time to go back to the other side of the river. But there was one problem. I didn't have enough money to take the train to the other side. I remember looking across the river to the skyscrapers on Wall Street and imagining my classmates from Stanford Business School who were working there, earning hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I didn't even have train fare to go across the river. To this day, I still don't know how I got back. They say trauma does that to you, just wipes out things from your memory. Standing on the other side of the river that day, with no train fare, I could not have imagined that I would go on to raise $200 million just 12 years later, to launch 6 ventures, to collectively employ 500 people, and establish an unconventional university system that is poised to develop 3 million leaders for Africa. The point of the story is this: play the long game. Bill Gates once said, most people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years. As you leave here today, my wish for you is to have perseverance. Your journey is going to be tumultuous. You're going to go up and down. There'll be many times when you'll feel like giving up. Things won't be easy always, but that's the point. Do hard things and stick with them until you succeed. Play the long game, and you'll succeed beyond your wildest dreams. In closing, let me leave you with one final thought. You graduate at a very interesting time, a time when technology is taking over the world. Many studies show that over half of jobs that exist today may be eliminated by automation in the coming decades. And there's a massive shortage of computer and data scientists. Everyone is saying the world needs more and more data scientists and engineers. So you may be wondering, does this $280,000 degree that I just got from Macalester in liberal arts, does this still matter in the world of artificial intelligence and robotics? Well, just 2 weeks ago, it became clear to me why this matters. I was at a dinner in Silicon Valley, and I sat at a table with some of the most prominent people in technology. One guy told me how he had visited Ghana 25 years ago. And he proceeded to tell me about the immense poverty he had seen in a small village that he had been to. And he then said, I know that you came from that background. And I'm so sorry for the difficulties that you've had in your life. First of all, I didn't come from that village. And while I didn't come from wealth, my life definitely wasn't that bad. It definitely wasn't as bad as he'd imagined it would be. Not everyone in Africa is starving and lacks education. On the contrary, We're building education institutions of the future and creating technologies that will leapfrog some of the technologies that you even see here. Did you know that mobile money, that thing, Apple Pay, that you take for granted, was first developed in Africa? Secondly, that village that he was talking about probably today has mobile phones and has moved on from where he thought about it was. Then the other person at the table asked me how I'd learned to speak English so well. He said, "Where were you educated?" I just smiled. He didn't know that I'd gone to a great school in the Midwest called Macalester. And then I'd subsequently graduated in the top 10% of my class at Stanford Business School. Sitting at that table made me realize that many of the people who are coding the algorithms, who will determine the biases and the decision-making of robots, have no clue about the world. So in the era of artificial intelligence, I believe that those who will be intelligent in the future are those who have traits that computers cannot easily copy. Traits like curiosity, like humility, like passion, like a sense of fairness, a mission for a higher purpose, global awareness. The good news is that this is exactly what Mac has prepared you to do. So resist the temptation to go with the herd. Don't join a coding boot camp. Instead, use your ability to make the right choices, your sense of mission, and your global perspective to help ensure that as computers take over the world, that we won't lose our soul. The world has never needed Mac grads more than it does today. Thank you.
I'm really glad I answered my email. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Macalester Choir under the direction of Michael McGahey.
Love is little, love is low, love will make my spirit grow. Grow in peace, grow in light, love will do the thing that's right. Love is little, love is low, love will make our spirit grow. Grow in peace, grow in light. Love will do the thing that's right. Love is little, love is low.
Provost Corrine Moe, Vice President for Student Affairs Donna Lee, and Registrar Jane Nemi will now assist me with the presentation of degrees.
Are you ready? Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please rise? President Rosenberg, on behalf of the faculty and with great pride, I present to you these students of Macalester's 129th graduating class, the class of 2018, who have been approved for diplomas.
Members of the class of 2018, upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees as President of Macalester College, and subject to the completion of all requirements, I confer upon each of you the degree Bachelor of Arts. You gotta let me finish or it doesn't count. As evidence of this degree, we have printed a diploma inscribed with your name and signed and sealed by the Chair of the Board of Trustees and President of the College. We present this diploma to you with all of the privileges, honors, responsibilities, and obligations thereunto pertaining. Graduates of 2018, congratulations. Please be seated.
Jack Martin Schultenover. Brian Andrew Eisner. Hannah Marie Sansala. Samuel Thaddeus Bordeaux. Brett Matthew Graham. Manya Jacobson. Emmett Diamond Hollingshead. Matthew Thomas Lewis Bonazzoli. Cash Alexander McGregor. Sean Patrick Hayes. Vincent Edward Stearman III. Anna Marianne Brown. Kylie Flynn Delaney. Fiona Kaylee Caraher Shaw. Catherine Grace Lund. Adriana Marie Jereb. Mugda Santosh Shidai. Colette Wood Syme. staff. Kendall Dickinson. Juliana Elizabeth Lord. Alexandra Elise Blackford Moore. Elliot Michael Tannen. Natalie Brown Platt. Logan Elizabeth Tootle. Lisa Catherine Semro. Genevieve Benford Gregorich. Grace Elizabeth Dickman. Leah Alexandra Fox Gray. Reagan Jane Frew. India Grace Medeiros. Clara Joanne Bauman. Lupe Longoria III. Tejas Bumidi. Brett Jeffrey Olson. Gretel Gunther. William Lutz. Brian Callahan Fox. Lily Diane Sadowski. Karsten Peter Haas. Juan Guilherme Serafim Rosa. Nika Jaria Johnson. Kelly Lynn Hockett. Su Gyun Ju. Emily Mancia Chavez. Chaley Brown. Andrew Greenlee. Michaela Sky Kohler. Huang An Tai Vu. Prajal Giri. Kai Heen. Stephen Paul Roach. Aiden Kevin Melnick Turpak. Clay Shannon Whip. Ellen Loretta Tyler. Daniel Victor Ochoa. Johannes Peter Davies. Aaron Weddle Lavis. Rohit Kamat. Joshua Domenico Doyle. Kabir Mandela Sandrolini. Tejas Singh. Cole Yates. Nicholas Shriver. Liam Peebles. Miles Key McKay. Austin Dishinger. Gabriel Cornier Bridgeforth. Daniel Sapphire. Matthew Glassnap. Evan Knape. Morgan Bean. Casina Kim Hayes. Christina Uribe. Sarah Carolina Aldama. Christel Franz Aguiar Kiten. William Stephen Jackson. Rebecca Hirsch. Christopher Piper. Mary Fisher. Allison Chi. Minju Kim. Nefeli Neomonitaki. Anna Manhattan Hitchcock. Rachel Ann Neustadt. Mackenzie Rose Meidel. Anandi Gupta. Sakshi Ramesh Daswani. Suvir Ramesh Daswani. Zina Yasmin Fullahan. Kamil Ali. Benji Cooper. Long Li. Jiaoxi Li. Ansi Jiang. Paul Arthur Chéry. Marie Stéphanie. Kristen Ann Tuttle. Ana Isabel Diaz. Logan Pierce Stapleton. Thala Essen. Seth Justice Leffler Kemp. Theo Jacobson. Emma Foti. Mike Curran. Miranda Harris. Jacqueline Klein. Annika Sigel. Amiden Sabet. Ayub Belamli. Nana Adum Mills Robertson. Anna Zeisel. Matthew Kolazny. August Nelms. Spencer Brownstein. Ethan Francis Howard. Ethan Andrew Stagg. Isabel Lay. Michael Salzman. Elaine Marie Cohn. Robin Elizabeth Webb. Lauren Margaret Farrow. Elizabeth Eggert. Mariah Lee Schreiner. Sean Patrick O'Brien. Benjamin Paul Castagnetti. Gregory Michael Suber. Joseph Miller Trier. Nicholas Gilbert McMullen. Alex Bednarik Beretta. Colin John Brantner. Aaron John Imholt. Julia Darren Morgan. Millie Varley. Jennifer Chung. Sylvia Wilcox Deo. Anna Alice Doldy. Ruth Krebs Buck. Ella Shanan. Chloe Erin Swenson. Mateo Tormane. Luke Bauer. Cotter. Molly Witherby Lloyd. Andy Mickle. Kaya Sheriana Lund. Jared Tate. Chance Carnahan. Jacob Jones. Phil Wetterston. John Connor Doak. MJ Costa Carpio. Van An Le. Madeline McEwen. Maya Mystery Swope. Spencer Fugate. Abby Fiola. Erin Elizabeth Lynch. Mackenzie Hartley. Mohammed Modan. Angel Diaz. Michael David Bliss. Peter Scott Pedersen. Joseph Anthony Romo. Olivia Doe. Courtney Pop. Christine Fan. Linda Deanda. Mira Isabel Lease. Eamon Terrell Smith. Madeline Glenn Osman. Charlie Mangus. Tristan Springer. Max Abramson. Robert Tomasek. Danny Joseph Bauman. Jonathan Juan Cooperweiss. Jacob Edward Burke. Elliot Cassett. Theon Von Terran Masters. Zachary Moore. Peter Mackett Hall. Jacob Michael Haymaker. Colby Patrick King. Chapin Walker. Hank Essman. Elizabeth J. McMillan. Tara Sessions Feldstein. Elizabeth Ann Ruvalo. Jacob Ryan Sawyer. John Emmanuel Ratz. Matthew Davids. Noah Stieglitz. Miriam Stoner. Lindsay Sue Lohman. Alan Kwan. Noah Eli Elkins. Anna Leah Ivanov. Catherine Himonas. Benjamin Tuttle Hyde. Brian Sherwood Call. Maya Charlotte Schiller. Abigail Pereiro. Brittany Rose Millman. Kira Drew Pollock. Becca Mariah Hakala Ord. Isabel Brooke Labonte Clark. Russell Fillmore Brady. Spike Summers. John Killian Mann. Margaret Emma Britton Mellish. Carmen Venecia Bustamante. Maya Raitt. Celia Hudeberg. Caroline Jane Scran Duncombe. Emily Lightfoot Hodel. Kelsey Marie Trelstad Porter. Jamie Sunny Hassama. Brooke Ann Finney. Rachel Shannon Wilson King. Emma Margaret Toomer. Alexander Chu Abramson. Nathan Thomas Beinhout Kane. Leon Michael Swerdell Rich. Angie Huang. Kelsey Cecile York. Hannah Laffey Viederman. Mara Temple Short. Julia Christina Sullivan. Subin Choi. Sophia Swangmi. Alexandra Gail Geiger. Katya Anastasia McKiernan. Haley Stutzman. Eliza Neidhart. Luke Young LeBlanc. Jack Orion Buin. Daniel Asher Schinbaum. Martin Joseph Moore. Ilana R. Doobie. Zachary Millette. Ellie Jane Carter. Corey Marcus McGinnis. Francesca Eileen Rankin. Zachary Thomas Dahl Busby. Eugene Jang. Jack Chen. Nicoletta Peters. Catherine Elise Raybon. Sarah Rose Coleman. Gregory David Zachariah. Milo Robert Ventura. Alexander Joseph Raymiller. Samuel Garrett Dembling. Elizabeth Ginsburg. Jesse Lee Bowder. Emily Ann Kangas. Yanelle Aurora Bruins. Crystal Erickson. Robert Schleich. Yes, please. Emma Rosemary Mullen. Abigail Rossi Crispin. Hana Yanene Mengistu. Lutfe Nur Rahman. Gao Zong Thor. Bram Wang. Sohini Ghosh. Ashante Alford. Samia Osman. Jordana Palmer. Becky Gathenji. Dylan Jekyls. Arohi Narayan. Ayan Natala. Niara Imani Williams. Chesterfield Graham Polkey. Erica Alejandra Arriaga Gomez. Danielle Renee Rutledge. Isabel Velasquez Acero. Elida Isela Zaldivar Parada. Shintaro Iwai. Eva Amelia Fields Harmon. Jonathan Ameshita. Denise Sotelo Martinez. Xiaonan Shi. Miriam Ahmed Osman. Alia Efwa Beatty. Cecilia Teresa Caro. Giselle Laura. Nadia Beriel Miranda. Victoria Pascal Gilmar. Joanna Shaw. Joseph Douglas Harmon. Miana M. Kerr. Temitope Soyebo. Tesnim Isa. Tracy Bao Chung Pham. Kevin Zhang. Valentina Hidalgo Mendoza. Andrea Kavitak Dueñas. Miho Itabashi. Tara Kashik. Malik Earl. Ellis Davenport. Allegra Michelle Wyatt. Tin Shi Wong. Corbin Berlin Dodd. Ernest Jefferson. Nathan Brud Lindemann. Natasha Ariel Cohn. John Christopher Dara. Yafiat Bezube. Clara King. Lillian Vo. Diana Luke. Natalie Spanos. Emma Pickett. Shailene Alyssa McHugh. Hannah Silverman. Jillian Sarah Gold. Sarah Ann Matzdorf. Michaela Ferg. Rebecca Dory Klein. Rachel Amanda Alt. Claire Catherine D. Sarah Lindsay Fee. Cody Ashley Mulho. Isabel Beck Rowe. Thali Zikos. Mary Lee Kenny. Sean McDonald. Masao Miazzo. Caroline Gabrielle Peters. Morgan Shaw Malatesta. Holly Ann Carlson Riddle. Dongmin Park. Pooja Silamankon. Abby Samantha Fleeter. Colleen Elizabeth Cowie. Catherine Jenny Ball. Iris Joy Nana Parsley. Yuri Masamoto Smith. Kyoko Honma Peterson. Fu Win. April Yunjae Leder Choi. Virginia Fleury. Anna Vinianganafu. Thomas Orienti. Cody Ray Olson. Cassandra Alvarado Munguia. Andrea Jane Wilhelm. Linda Chow. Annika Esther Sonora. Thao Kao Huang Huang. Tuit Ein Lam Chan. Trung Ming Nguyen. Huang An Ti Fan. Eloa Franza Verona. Sawinta K. Susan Stalter. James Spector Bishop. Amber Crystal Wetzel. Leah Wilcox. Yun Jung Cho. Xiao Qifan. Xu Pei Gong. Sheena Diang. Rachel Yu Chen Liu. Tan Yen Sheng. Ian Wong. Esther Chow Chow Ying. Wei Feng Yu. Yue Kate Lee. Le Chi Zhao. Xintang Liu. Shuni Li. Jinshu Brandy Chan. Shiyu Lin. Yuji Wang. Hai-Han Lin. Eric Mak Jun Yi. Liana Claire Baker Novitz. Karin Tia Davy. Madeline Juanita Haugen Hilson. Hope Emil Salome. Sophie Grace Lellman. Maria Ivailova Yoshovska. Marisha Dina Evans. Carolyn Marie Sigmund. Ling Ba. Hannah Gray. Julia Makayova. Ilter Chakmak. Brian McNamara. Sophie Kirshner. Alicia Jones. Jessica Yost. Jacqueline Pearl Seek. Jack Weber McCarthy. Saria Nizam Atasoy. Gabu Kyle. Rachel Zendlovitz-Meyer. Alisa Irene Hananashvili. Anna Dolores Steele. Sarah Devlin Kissinger. Amy Elizabeth Chan. Rachel Marie Poley. Sierra Rose Sater. Hannah Michelle Gano. Ilsa Nanette Dippenar. Madeline Risley Abbott. Caitlin Kimberly Lindeman. Margaret Ellen Stelzner. William Roland Silvers Feeney. Leah Jerry Davidson. Alex Jonah Robert Gordon. Nadia Mezic. Nathaniel Bernstein Merrill. Lorna Gloria Sherwood Caballero. Emma Wise. Anna Peters Lane. Sarah Nemitz. Tate Mackey Waller. Margaret Poulos. Michelle Buse. Lucia Carol Hunt. Wednesday Myers Berman. Carmela Ortiz Menendez. Eleanor Rose Benson. Marielle France Adams. Ariana Lee Hones. Shelby Grace Witherby. Maxine Friedman. Gina Park. Aiden Tepema. James David Ring. Christian Alexander Adams. Benjamin Proctor Wilson. Travis Augustus Beach. Megan Elizabeth O'Haran. Lily Elizabeth Stein. Lee Gagazian. Nina Kirkman Brim. Rachel Sadie Lieberman. Alice Heeger. Celeste Thea Wellen. Mary Therese DeSlip. Henry Lloyd Paddock. Cassidy Clee Reeves Sohn. Asia Jean Sageman. Tessa Yvette Gico. Catherine Marie Hilber. Rachel Lorraine Surprenant. Caleb Mazurek. Kate Miller. Abigail Massell. Madeline Cook. Emily Noyce. Isabella Escalona. Michael Karachi. Morgan Rose Abbey. Margaret Pearl Weber. Mara Peace Putnam Steinitz. Sarah Lynn Kohlenbrander. Matthew Francis Hagan. Sophia Giroux Downey. Julia Giorgenti. Luis Garcia Hunter. Sarah Michelle Kratz. Dylan Martin Bontrager. Elizabeth Eugenie Roten. Brendan Lou Miller-Hebert. Zachary Zeege Anderson. Molly Rose Flurlage. Eleanor Bushnell. Olivia Robinson. Joshua Brian Coe. Isaac Maurice Gamoran. Emily Grace Nadell. Amy Virginia Monroe. Benjamin Lane Seidel. Max Thomas Harrison. Tony Chin. Lisa Mihaly. Graciela Cruz Nira. Ethan Lusky. Jose Keenan. Andrew Lawrence Becker. Joel Brinson. Hunter Herman. Edzoza Yakvalkadjava.
All right, class of 2018, they've applauded for you. Now would you please join me in a round of applause for all those in here who've nurtured, encouraged, and supported you. And please join me in a round of applause for the incomparable Jane Nemi. Now, to Macalester's newest alumni, it is my pleasure to introduce the president of your alumni board, Erin Sinberg-Porter, class of 2000.
Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations to your families, to your friends, to all the members of the community that lifted you up and encouraged you and pushed you to this extraordinary achievement. As you crossed the stage today, you were transformed from student to alumni. And in doing so, you joined a community 30,000 members strong. Your fellow alumni are all over the globe. They are predictably here in the Twin Cities. They're in New York, San Francisco, Seattle, but also in Omaha, in New Orleans, in Tuva, Lithuania, Pakistan. Wherever you go, Macalester alumni will be nearby. Why does this matter? Because your fellow alumni want to be there for you. We want you to succeed. We want to help you secure an internship at a company, a nonprofit, for a political campaign. We want to help you evaluate grad school options or other choices you'll be presented with on your path. When you have a setback, your fellow alumni want to help you get back up and carry on. I am so excited for you, for each of you, and the journey that lies ahead. And I want to assure you that Miana, in encouraging you to reach out and put effort into this community, I want to assure you that your fellow alumni will meet that effort with great enthusiasm, whether from the class of 2014, 2000, 1972, 1958. We are so excited for you. On behalf of the Macalester Alumni Board, on behalf of the Macalester alumni community, welcome, class of 2018. We are delighted to have you join us.
Thank you, Erin. Would you now rise as graduates from different areas of the world lead us in a closing prayer for peace? Following the prayer for peace, please remain standing and join the Macalester Choir in singing our alma mater, Dear Old Macalester. The 2018 graduates offering the peace prayer this afternoon are Cecilia Caro from the United States, who will offer it in Spanish, Sakshi Daswani from India, who will offer it in Hindi, Shintaro Iwai from Japan, who will offer it in Japanese, Nanado Mills Robertson from Ghana, who will offer it in Fanti, and Allegra Michelle Wyatt from the United States and Trinidad and Tobago, who will offer it in English.
Que estos años de amistad y aprendizaje siempre nos acompañen por los distintos caminos que el día de hoy emprenderemos. Que volvamos a ellos para construir un mundo más justo y pacífico, un mundo lleno de hermandad y amistad, donde prevalezca el respeto y la generosidad hacia los demás, en la esperanza de un futuro mejor.
जिंदगी के इस नए दौर पे आशा है ये मेरी कि ये दोस्ती और लगन हमेशा हमारे दिलों में बसे रहे और इन्हीं यादों की डोर को लेकर हम वह प्यार और विश्वास भरी दुनिया बनाएं जिसके नींव आगे आने वाले हजारों सालों तक बरकरार रहे।
私たちがこれからそれぞれ別々の道を歩む中で、勉学に励み、友情を築いてきた日々が私たちの糧となりますように。お互いへの尊敬と優しさ、そしてより明るい未来への希望に満ちた世界、そしてより公正で平和な世界を築くために、この学び舎での経験を生かしていけますようお祈りいたします。
Abera yerzi mpape mu na yersi hinan krankor abrabo kwandui yema azisian na yanko yenya waha onkodun tena hemu na omba ma perbeye na somdre mbra wase yemu wiase hien yenara wotema enwado ena buma biara ena omayen enyedado dehen dache beyeye. Thank you.
As we depart along our separate roads, may we be nourished by our years of friendship and learning. And may we draw upon them to create a more just and peaceful world, a world filled with friendship and kinship, with respect and kindness for one another, with the hope of a better tomorrow.
Dear old Macalester, ever the same, to those whose hearts are thrilled by thy dear name, cherished by all thy sons, loved by all thy daughters. Hail, hail to thee, our college dear.
I invite you now to join us for refreshments in the Campus Center. As we continue our celebration, the platform party will exit first, followed by the faculty, and then the graduates. Best wishes and congratulations to you all.